Hello.
Hey, everybody, don't sleep.
Do not sleep. It's Nightmare Radio. How are you today, Queen?
I'm feeling really, really good. It's good to say that after a very long week. So I'm in a good space,
That's what's
ready
up.
to conquer the last business week of 2021. Because for a lot of people, this is the final stretch. This is it. If it doesn't get done in this week right here, uh,
It ain't gonna get
catch
done.
you in 2022. Okay.
Period. We are coming with the Christmas vibes today. I'm just gonna let y'all see my little sweater real quick. All right.
Right, Mrs.
That's how
Claus
y'all,
is over here.
not Mrs. Claus. It's giving very much um elf on the shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, coming
Chick
to a shelf
smells,
near you.
that man smells, Robin laid an egg vibes.
Meanwhile, I have my cheers
Okay, that's very
feature
festive.
a really cute
Red.
interactive
Oh, oh.
hands free, and you know what I got in my chest.
Mama needs to break her wine.
Yes, shout out
Yes.
to her wines, especially for the holiday. Make sure you use the code Don't Sleep. And all my mamas, I know y'all need a break because I need a break. Okay, Christmas
School about
can't
to
come
be
quick
over.
enough.
School about to be over, y'all. Don't even worry. We're gonna get our little 2 week break really, really soon. Shout out to her wine and also shout out to Fancy Pop. I did take the children out there. What day was that? Yesterday. I went out there yesterday, took the family out so that we could taste the popcorn. They will be at the live show on
Yes,
Saturday.
can't wait. Yes,
Yes.
two women, Black women-owned businesses that you can get a chance to support in person at the event. And if you haven't bought your ticket, you tripping, but you got a little bit of time left. Okay.
TikTok, TikTok. Yes. Get your tickets. We about to
Tick,
jump
tick, tick,
right in.
tick, 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 tock. Hey, that's a good one. Hey, write that
I'll
down.
be doing that today. Don't worry.
That's yours.
Yep, I'm doing it right after this. Say
That is a good one.
Hope y'all been enjoying our little TikTok promotions because we've been doing the damn thing.
And we've been having a good time doing it. Y'all seen your girls? I got my pictures out in Georgia. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, everybody was going up for the little peaches and stuff, but don't give Brittany too much because that gas her up. It get her big headed, and we need to be able to let her walk into the room. You know what I'm saying? We got to let Brittany walk into the room now. All right, so we're about to get straight into the culture list.
Yes.
First
Very
time.
good culture list this week.
Very good wins this week, and this is a great way to wrap the year up. So
Yeah, we like to end it out like this.
if this is your first time listening to the show, we welcome you. We basically welcomed you in already, but you could have listened to any other podcast, been on any other live, but you chose to be here with us today, and we thank you for entering in the room today. So we're about to get straight into the list.
Yes, number one on the list, In Her Hands Fund is going to award money to Black Georgia women. This is really, really big. A new guaranteed income loan program launched in the state of Georgia that's going to give $850 per month to more than 600 Black women. The program is powered by the Georgia Resilience and Opportunity Fund, or also known as the GROW Fund. And it's called In Her Hands, and it's projected to last for about 2 years. Now, the program's first leg is initially going to target 200 women in Atlanta's Old Fourth Ward neighborhood. And this is where they've had a very, very active city council. City Council Representative Amir Faroki has been working pretty hard for a while undercover to launch this pilot basic income program. The money is supposed to be used for anything that is going to propel Black women's dreams. So whether that's used to to catch up on bills, to educate, or to invest in their own financial literacy, or to invest in a building business funds, or even if it's just to provide for those basic needs, that money is supposed to be allocated however the recipient, sees fit. Apparently, the funds are coming from a mix of like private donors, mixed with a bit of the federal money as well. So that's a good thing. We got some good things about money in the list so far.
That's what's up.
Yes, and if
Come
you're
on,
eligible,
though. with that?
Well, this is a pilot program, so it's supposed to expand. If the ladies that are eligible in that area have already been contacted, so I don't know what they're basing it off of.
But let
Yeah,
us know. Let us
right.
know how it goes. Okay, moving on to the next win on the list. Financial aid has been restored at Morris Brown. This is what happens when you put people in high places.
Yeah,
Thanks
the right people, the
the
right
right
people.
people in the right places. Okay, so thanks to Senator Ossoff. Okay, he has spearheaded financial aid being restored at Morris Brown. Now, we've talked about this on the list a couple weeks, back on a previous episode. So go back and listen to see what we talked about. However, this is a part of his efforts to restore the full accreditation of Morris Brown. We know that Morris Brown lost its accreditation back in 2000. Something wants me to say 8. However, it might be before then. But they lost their accreditation. They recently got it back. And the last thing that they needed was to be supported by the federal government so that students attending the school can receive funding. So big shout out to them on that. And
Yes.
that's why we have to keep the people in office.
Yes, that's exactly why. You guys, that's a great reminder. 2022 is really going to be all eyes on the state of Georgia yet again. This is the midterm elections and the gubernatorial race. So make sure that you're keeping your eyes locked in. If Senator Ossoff is going to continue to advocate for us and hold the Biden administration accountable, then we need to make sure that we continue to hold him accountable, because this is something that he promised in his campaign, and we need to continue to protect his seat. So make sure that your registration is updated. We're gonna touch on all that later. Hopping into the next thing.
T.I. and Killer Mike revived Bankhead Seafood. Now they had planned on doing it in January 2020 before the pandemic hit. And the original restaurant served the West Side community for many years, more than 50 years before their doors closed for good in 2018. Yes. And the restaurant is nestled, like she put nestled in there, in the Grove Park neighborhood, and the reopening date is unclear as of right now.
I put on my journalistic hat, girl. I was given the words today. It's a really good read through, actually.
It's actually really great. But shout out to them. Also, honorable mention to T.I. A couple weeks ago, he was challenged by someone saying, like, I think it was Lil Nas X dad who said, I'm from the real Bankhead. What you doing for Bankhead? Well, T.I. put his money where his mouth is. T.I. and Tiny are building residential low-income housing homes for the Bankhead community. So shout out to T.I. He said, y'all not gonna let that little scandal.
Right, that's right. Just a little caveat. I know that there has been so many opinions made about like Atlanta celebrities, musicians, rappers, artists, like showing an interest and being impactful in their community. But kudos to T.I., as controversial as he can be. Kudos to Killer Mike. Kudos to every single person. 21 Savage, Gunna, all of these, Cardi and Outkast. Like, keep it up. Keep it up. It's noticed. The streets are appreciative of it, and we appreciate you using your platform for good. So shout out to them. Okay. Yes. I'm super excited about number 3 on the list. Okay. Let me give this all of the respect and glory that it needs to be given. Okay, because I'm gonna send this to you, Auntie.
Go ahead and give it up.
All right. Atlanta rejoices because the legendary news anchor Monica Kaufman is returning to the TV screen. She is joining CBS 46 and Peachtree TV in 2022, and I could not be more excited, more happy. One of these programs, she'll be doing an interview-themed style series, and of course, I will be tuned in. For those that don't know, Monica Kaufman is the first African-American and female anchor to ever anchor an evening newscast here in the city of Atlanta. She retired from broadcasting in 2012. She has since begun a tenured professorship at the University of Georgia after spending nearly 40 years in this booming, popular Atlanta market. And of course, she's received dozens of Emmy awards. I mean, all of the accolades, which are she's rightfully deserving of. But Monica Kaufman, welcome back. We are so excited to have you back, girl.
We really
A
are
true queen.
a true queen. Sidebar, no shade. Is CBS 46 where all the retired uh anchors revive their career at?
I like CBS 46. I'm always like a number one WSB TV girl, and that is because of Monica Kaufman. Because of Monica Kaufman, I've always been, tuned in to Channel 2. But I do like CBS 46. They have some nice ladies. And they do. I also like CBS 46 because they allow opportunities for the legendary queens, to come back and do their thing.
That's what's up.
So,
That's what's up.
yes.
Ashanti repackages her album.
Pretty exciting about this.
I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, so Ashanti is re-recording her 2002 album Unfoolish, and here's why. She has finally been seeking the rights of her music. She has been signed to Murder Inc. under Irv Gotti, and unfortunately, she has not been awarded with her masters. So she's repackaging it under her own independence to put it out so that she can get her full monies. And then the audience, us, will decide which album we want to listen to. Do we want to listen to the new album, the new improved album, or do we want to listen to the old album? So Irv Gotti is not really too happy about it.
Yeah, he claims. I mean, we know it's on the records that Irv Gotti has publishing rights. He's got producer credits for the Unfoolish album. So, he's really maintaining that he's justified in his ownership of the masters and of that album. But we've seen this
split sheet though.
Yeah,
she's using the beats.
We've seen this so many times before. We've seen this with Anita Baker. We've seen this even in comedy and television with Dave Chappelle. And this is just, Ashanti is just another soldier that's enlisted in the fight to protect like artists and creatives' rights and their masters. So Toni Braxton even struggled and suffered with the battle over the rights and the masters to her music. Prince, Michael Jackson, they all, in a sense, some may say they even died for it. So, y'all, I love Ashanti. I think Ashanti can do no wrong at this point. She's 41. Can you believe that? Crazy. And just getting better and better. Her, Brandy, I don't know whatever tea they drinking, but I want to drink it.
I need some. I need that.
Maya's in line with them too. They all look so good. But anyway, another caveat for Ashanti: she's set to receive her star on Hollywood Walk of Fame April 2022. So early congratulations. Yes.
Early congratulations to her. Okay.
Honorable mention, shout out to Meg. She just graduated yesterday.
She did. Real hot girl shit. Real hot girls get degrees. And no matter how many you got,
hot, smart girl shit.
That's good. Okay. Let's get into the L's.
This is crazy.
The Georgia deputy has been fired for trapping out the pot brownies online.
Yes, him and his wife, a Georgia sheriff deputy from Catoosa County, which is right on the Georgia-Tennessee state line, was fired last week after it was discovered an investigation turned up to find an online infused bakery that was powered by him and his wife.
Wow.
This is what happens when you let your side hustle interfere and get you caught up in your 9 to 5.
Right. Who snitched?
I don't know who snitched. I think that people. I think that he was advertising his business and got a little lenient. Right. But anyway, according to the sheriff's department, Caleb, and he's only 33, his wife is 31. They both face felony charges for possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute, possession of drug-related objects, and use of a cell phone to facilitate a felony drug transaction. And Caleb got an extra charge too, something along the lines of refuting his role or his oath, in the court of law, which also like debunks or eliminates the opportunity for him to be given bail. So he's actually held right now in jail, $25,000 bail that he was denied because he got caught up. So it sucks. Larger cities like Atlanta, Savannah have made some strides to decriminalize marijuana related instances, but these rural cities in this state are still like so far behind.
Right. It is. It's definitely so far behind. And I just think it's kind of dumb because you're the police. People need to
Yeah.
be passionate about their profession and not just get into it for the check. And then you wouldn't see yourself in these types of situations. But moving on. Rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. He was a former NFL player, former player for the Georgia Tech football team, and I believe he's from is he from the Metro Atlanta area?
No, he's from Dublin, Georgia, which is Lawrence County. That's the middle Georgia. Stand up.
Down there. Well, he died this week in Roswell, in his Georgia home. Thomas had been dealing with lingering neurological effects from a 2019 car accident and had been suffering from seizures over the year. He was found in the shower by his driver. Thomas was from Dublin, Georgia, like we just said, went to Georgia Tech, like we just said, and was drafted to the NFL, I want to say about 2 years ago. How many years ago? I want to say it was like 2018 or something like that. It's pretty recent. I remember hearing his name on TV during the games. I remember hearing it. So rest in peace to him. And I do see a lot of people paying their respects to him. Tom Brady paid their respects to him. He was a very notable person in the NFL. So rest in peace to him, and our condolences to his family and anyone affected by this loss.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, so next on the list, this is I tweeted this a while back. Twitter, if you're living under a rock, then you wouldn't know this, but by now Twitter has tapped into the most recent trending social media platform, which is Spaces, where you can, enter a space or a chat room and listen to the conversation. Last week, the chat room, the space called "Are There Too Many Black Women in Public?" went viral. And it was started by a disgruntled little white man who basically wanted to take an opportunity to use his platform to retell an incident that he experienced with another Black woman. And at this point, this is the same trope, the same story that we hear so often. And yet we still have to come to every single table, every single platform, and fight for and acknowledge, our own accreditation. Like, here we are again, every single time. What really upsets me is not only did the host, it's clear that the host's intention was to troll Black women and try to convince other people to join in on his trolling, but the fact that there were other people, specifically Black men, who felt that it was okay or felt justified or necessary to chime in and contribute to tearing down the same type of woman that they come from, was like absolutely disgusting.
The ironic thing about this whole situation was that Jack Dorsey announced while this was going on that he was stepping down as the CEO of Twitter. So that was very ironic that was going on at the same time that they've allowed this space. Spaces are not safe on Twitter because essentially we're adjoining with the right of Twitter and the left of Twitter is coming together, and here we are being gaslit by two white men who just.
And that's exactly what it was, because I myself was gaslit. Like, I was definitely angered just by listening to it, but then I had to check my own self and realize, like, this is intentionally done to fire me up, and all of my trigger points are hit.
Right, every single last one, especially when there were Black women in the space and they wanted to speak, and they didn't want any Black women to speak at all.
Yeah,
they were. I don't even want to get into what was said in the room, but they were very disrespectful. They were very racist. It was just horrible, 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 horrible. And
Malcolm
I
X said.
appreciate the man who came back and made a new space, like a debrief space where
Yes.
just come in and like reflect on what happened, what we experienced, the trauma that we experienced, because they just wanted to see some angry Black women. They wanted to prove their point. They wanted to get somebody ignorant, ratchet, who didn't really care to get on there and tell them about their white selves. And that's not fair to us as Black women because we didn't ask to be here. We can tell y'all
The most disrespected person in America is the Black woman.
it's okay.
Malcolm X told us that years ago. The most unprotected person in America is the Black woman.
And I just think it's so
neglected person in America is. Y'all know the quote.
Anywho, it's crazy. If you're not on Twitter, you sleep because Twitter is where it's at. However, these spaces are just vile. They're vile.
I know we've got a great guest coming up, in just a second, but the only, just to leave us on a positive note or to switch it up just a little bit, like we know that in every sense, there's going to be a person or an organization or entity that's like hell-bent on disrespecting and degrading and dismantling us. But at the same time, like kudos to all of the Black creators right now, because Black women being portrayed in media is at an all-time high, and it's good stuff. And I don't know if you guys are on the train yet for Harlem, which is the new Amazon Prime series with
Megan
Ray. I'm sorry, Megan Good and Jerry Ann Johnson and a few other actresses that are really like paving the way. But the talent is there. Our stories are being told, and we just need more of that, more and more and more and more. We can't get enough of that. We cannot get enough positive Black female images. So the more y'all hate, the more we glow. Keep that shit coming because we're gonna keep elevating and blossoming. Okay.
And that's all we can do. That's all we can do. All right.
Yes. I was about to take me a little sip here. Okay, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with the political update.
Is this the break?
This is the break because nobody moved
the right. I didn't tap anything. We did that for the audio. If you listen to the audio, we chop and screw it up. But yes, going straight into the political update. Brittany, what do you have for us?
All right. This is really, really big news. A lawsuit brought upon by numerous Black and Indigenous populated organizers in the state of Georgia was brought upon the provisions for the voter suppression law, the Senate Bill 202. The organizations are the New Georgia Project, the Black Voters Matter Fund, and the RISE organization. And they're bringing on a case that claims that bill's voting restrictions violate the 14th Amendment and the Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. If you are a long-term listener, we've been talking about the Senate Bill 202, at least for the majority of the summer. That bill includes new identification requirements for absentee voting. It limits the amount or the use of absentee drop-off boxes. It bans mobile polling places. It invalidates ballots that are cast after 5 o'clock p.m. and the wrong precinct. And it also bans any non-poll worker from giving like food or drink to voters that are waiting in line. So I'm just trying to trickle your memory here. We talked heavily about this. Well, these grassroots organizations that are based here in the state are listening to us, listening to our concerns, and are fighting on our behalf. And so right now they are questioning that bill that's in question. The lawyers, the attorney teams are really shaping up a beautiful case that proves that it does violate that 14th Amendment and the Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, and the litigation is ongoing. So as usual, if you keep it locked with Nightmare Radio, don't sleep. We will keep you updated. But just know there's hope here. Like the work that you do, the votes that you make, when we make the right decisions, the people will do what we need them to do. When we hold them accountable.
As we saw with Senator Ossoff. So
yes,
we just have to get the right people in the right places so we can hold them accountable. Are they still accepting phone calls to tell our senators to vote, even though we know which way our senators are going to vote? Are they still accepting phone calls for that? Do you know?
Like there's always opportunities to make your voice heard. You can leave a message or send an email, and we can provide that information for you in the show notes so that you can call your state senator and let them know that you mean business. Now, speaking of meaning business, former U.S. Senator David Perdue enters the chat. Okay,
Child. I
huh.
think he said he gonna try somewhere else, and I know you. Yeah, he said he gonna try somewhere else, y'all. He trying, but there's no other Democratic nominees thus far. It's only Stacey Abrams.
Well,
From what
he's not. Yeah.
he's Republican. I know. And
Right. Yes.
right now it's him, former Senator Perdue.
Yes.
Brian Kemp is reclaiming his seat, trying to reclaim his seat. And then we have the former CEO of DeKalb County, Vernon Jones.
Did he announce his intentions to run for governor?
He's been promoting his intentions to run for governor since last year. Child, yes. So Perdue enters the chat. He mentioned on record that Georgia's Republican Party is split right now after the aftermath of Brian Kemp's lack of support of President Trump's allegations of an unfair and inaccurate voting process in Georgia during 2020's presidential election. Perdue said he declined to challenge Kemp for the Republican nomination. No, he decided to challenge Kemp for the Republican nomination because he doesn't believe the incumbent can pull off a repeat in 2022. And you know what? He's right, because we are coming to reclaim Auntie Stacey's time. Auntie, call me, girl. I'm ready to text and I'm ready to call and I'm ready to do everything that need to be.
Are you interested? I was actually going to ask you, like, would you be interested? We're promoting active voter participation. I think it's beyond like voter registration and information. We're also like promoting like get out there and make your voice heard. But would you be willing to go as far as like phone banking, hey, it's Aisha from the Fair Action Fight, like Fair Fight Georgia.
As long as it don't take away too much time from my children and all of the other hats that I wear, I do not mind dedicating my time to doing that because I need them volunteer hours. And yeah, sign me up, Queen. Sign me up.
Well, you know what? Maybe we can create an opportunity for some of our listeners. If you guys want to chime in as a dream team, you know, as Nightmare Radio family, and making sure that we are being intentional and impactful in our community, that's something that we can entertain in 2022. But in other words, or in other news, make sure y'all keep it locked for our cute little political updates that we're gonna keep running for you in the new year and beyond. Okay.
Yes, and y'all don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here. When we come back in about 2 minutes, a minute or two, we're going to have the owners of Billionheir Clothing in the building. They are going to be in the building for the live show. So y'all keep it locked and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, we are back in our virtual studio. We hope that you all enjoyed our little mix that we just dropped on you. Thanks to DJ Dave P, our favorite DJ in that bomb mix. If you're looking to get on the bomb mix, hop in our DMs. We're definitely trying to get the mixes up right for 2022. But without further ado, we're gonna hop right into this next interview. The creators behind the Billionaire clothing brand. Welcome to the stage, David and Jalal. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What's
How y'all
going on?
doing?
Hey, guys.
How y'all been? It's been a while.
I know.
Inserts clip of us passing around hand sanitizer.
Right. Oh my
At the
gosh.
height of the pandemic in our own studio, because we were like, no.
That's right. The last time we saw you, we were trapping out of Cobb County. We didn't move to
three times.
Right.
Right.
We can't wait for you guys to see our new home, by the way. You're gonna love it next Saturday. You're gonna be like, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, from the pictures, man, it looks amazing, honestly. Like,
yes.
It's crazy what time does. Everybody just level up with time, you know? So
yeah, that's true.
Dope for y'all. Super dope for y'all.
Speaking of leveling up, what has been going on since we saw you last?
A lot, really. Doing Atlanta Streetwear Market. Shout out to them. We've been there twice this year. It's been great. It's been amazing. The support from everybody coming out and shopping with us has been great.
Yes,
that's the thing about the pandemic. Like, it shut a lot of stuff down. So those events and pop-up abilities to do stuff like that, people want to see us there. So it's cool to be able to have that chance to be there, you know, and get the love and the support. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, just a quick little caveat, because had we not been wearing, we're here, we're dressed in our little Christmas attire, our little jingle. I was definitely gonna come and bless the audience, the viewers, with my Billionaire crop sweatshirt from last season.
No, for sure. And we gotta update y'all, man. We gotta get y'all on the new stuff, man. So we gotta get y'all sizes, everything, man. Got to show love. Y'all always showed us, man. Got to show it back.
For real.
Yes.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you guys as well. But I know we interviewed you guys previously, but we're going to get into some things this time when it comes down to Billionaire clothing brands. So, Billionaire, I don't think we asked you guys this last time. So, let's dive into the meaning behind it. What is the meaning and the purpose behind the brand?
Oh, me? Okay. Sorry. So basically, Billionaire, we know that Mansa Musa is the richest man ever. We are all African from African descent. So that knowledge and also that ability to make all of that money or all of that wealth is passed down through us, through our knowledge, through our culture, through our whatever we're into, whatever that taps in or connects us all. But it's also a play on words. It's basically to get the greatness out of yourself. So the Billionaire, we all know as, one of the top, lines of financial wealth that you can get to. So just trying to encourage everybody that everyone has that within them.
Yeah, it's like the highest version of yourself. The highest version of yourself, the peak of your ability, the peak of your vision. Just be the best you.
Yes. And I love how you dropped that knowledge on Mansa Musa, okay, and how the greatness stemmed from the continent. Appreciate that. So
sure.
Can you explain to us what the Billionaire mentality is like? Like, I think that you were starting to head that way when you were talking about the highest version of yourself, but give us a little bit more in that direction.
Yeah, it's really like, let's say you do hair. It's no hairstyle or nothing, no knowledge about hair you don't need to know about if that's your thing. If you do graphic designs, it's nothing graphically, design-wise that you should not know about. If you do radio, you need to know the legends, the newest ways to interview people. Like, so it's the highest version of you.
Right.
Just making sure, like, it's really making sure you cross your T's, dot your I's on your visual, on your business, not even and business.
Seeking out that knowledge as well.
Seeking it out, being like an eternal student of your own craft.
Right, always studying. Correct.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They say it takes 10,000. What's the quote, Ish? Is it
It's like about 10,000 hours before you master what you need, the area or expertise that you're in. Right. So I don't know what hour y'all on. I feel like I'm on about 500. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to, you can't cheat those 10,000 hours either. You really got to put the in,
No,
and
you can't.
you have to see it through. I think it's a new saying that say, I think the kids say, you got to see it through, my boy.
See it through, got to see it through, my boy.
I've seen that meme floating around.
Okay, so since we've last seen you guys, we've definitely rebranded and trying to make it make sense for Nightmare Radio. You guys have your air and Billionaire. You see how you got everything connected. So we trying to connect the dots as well. All right. So one of our sayings that we have adopted is, if your dreams don't scare you, then they aren't big enough. You guys believe that, right?
Right.
For sure. So definitely. What would you guys say has been the scariest part of your journey, about your journey, and how have you overcome it?
Ooh, I would say for me, it was getting into that market for the first time, because it was hard to get in. You have to really be on your job trying to get into that market, because there's so many brands that are trying to get in there. And also setting up for that first market. Like, your nerves are crazy. Would they like us? Will they not like us?
Yeah.
But all in all, having a partner like Jay pushing, we always push each other, and we were there for each other. So that's how we overcame that fear. We did very well that first go around at the market. So it was amazing. It was great. The response and the feedback from the crowd and from the customers were great. So
I would definitely co-sign on that, man. Like, it's being an artist or being a graphic designer like I am, like, I've always had that, man, is people gonna like this, or what they're gonna think about this, how well it's just gonna do. So it's always that. So to add that market thing to it too, that first time, that was kind of crazy. But like he said, to have a good partner who we on the same like wavelength all the time, it's kind of crazy. But I guess that just comes with knowing each other for so long. But to have a partner like him, man, it makes something easy, because that's at least one person is gonna rock with you for sure.
Right. That's right.
That's right. And we can definitely relate. Because, sometimes I have to put Brittany in the headlock. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have my shit together. I ain't lying. No, I'm lying.
No, this is she ain't lying. This was literally a conversation on Monday. Like, okay, Queen, I
love you, but we gotta do A, B, C, D, F, G, all the way down to Z. And it's always good to have that business partner that's gonna, push you to where you see that you want to be. Especially when you have a vision, or when you share a vision of a brand, like, that's very, very, very important to see it through, my boy. That might just be the next episode.
I think that might be the name. Got to see it through.
Might as well. It fits in.
It does fit in. But you're right. It is so important to have a partner that you vibe with, that understands, and that that there's good communication there. But also, you were Jalal, you began to mention, just as a creative, sometimes we allow like the outside get in our head so much. Like, dang, are they gonna like this? Is it gonna be well received? And like Erykah Badu said, keep in mind, I'm an artist and I'm a little sensitive about my shit.
So, man, because a lot of times you can. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You know exactly where I was going with it.
I was about to say, a lot of times you put a lot of your mental capacity into what you're doing, and people don't realize sometimes that takes some out of you, like, because you're really thinking about this. You really have the knowledge, but you put in your twist on it, so that's taking some out of you. Kind of like how some of these actors, they really need like help or something after some of their roles, because they that deep into what they're doing, because that's their profession, that's their passion. So the artistry is amazing.
It really is. It really is. Artistry is it's so diverse too. There's so many different methods and ways for people to express themselves, but every way is just a sacred.
For sure. Okay, so we talked about that. All right. So what can we expect to see from Billionaire at the live show? What y'all got new? What's coming up? Like, what's the new pieces talking about?
Yes.
For the live show at the vending?
Well, we pop up crazy, so it's gonna be some stuff that people usually can't do, people don't even think about. So that's off top, and then we might just drop a little exclusive piece. Like, we got a few pieces this fall coming out. Of course, you see one of them to my right, with my left, the other one, the Christmas version, to my other side.
Oh, I love it. Yes, a little mistletoe.
Yeah, I might do something with that. So with us, man, it's no telling what we might do.
Right.
We love it. Well, we definitely we love the creativity. We want you to keep all the juices flowing. Yes, and the business will keep growing. For our viewers and our listeners, where can they shop the closet? Where can they get their billionaire pieces, and how can they follow you?
Billionaireworld.com, and on Instagram is billionaire BILLIONHEIR_world. You can follow us there, and the website link will be in our bio as well.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys next week at the live show. Bring all your good pieces. And tell your friends to come out too. Because we are putting on a show. We're going to turn up, but it's still going to be a show at the end. So we appreciate y'all, David and Jalal, for stopping through today. And we'll see y'all next week.
Man, we appreciate y'all, man. It's always love. Always love.
Same here.
See y'all next week. See ya.
All right.
All right, y'all. Keep it locked. We're going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to get into this Insecure recap. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep. We are back. Favorite part of the show.
Insecure recap. And I want to know what the hell Brittany got up her goddamn sleeve today. What does she have to say?
What if I told you that I was able to land a very special interview for today's Insecure recap discussion?
With who?
I'm gonna give you two guesses.
They on the way?
Got the audio right here.
I don't hear shit. What is that?
Guess number one. I want to hear your guess number one. And if you get it correct, then that person may respond to the call out.
Princess Penny?
I'm just playing. I wish. But Princess, I'm manifesting it. We're gonna do that. We are definitely. I'm waiting on you.
Did you just do that?
I did. I do have a surprise for you, but
what
that's not
surprise?
it. I did not finish the episode, but I want you to talk about it. I want you to prepare me, get me primed up because I'm
girl. Let me just real quick. All right, y'all. Shit. So Insecure recap. Brittany is pulling my leg here, and I don't like that. I just don't like that. Okay, let's get into it. So, and the light changed. My natural light changed. Okay. Condola and Lawrence are getting along.
I did see that. That's good, and I like that.
Condola told Lawrence, "You're a great dad." Condola don't know what the hell she doing. Condola just don't know what she doing as a mom. She just don't know what she doing.
Nobody does in the beginning. They don't pop out and we are master moms.
Sometimes you are. Sometimes kids pop out and you just, all your motherly instincts just come right in. You like, yeah.
But being a mom and being a co-parent, sticky stuff. All of the motherly instincts can kick in for the mom stuff because that's biology, that's nature, that's science. But the other shit.
Yeah, it was good to see them getting along. It was good to see that Lawrence knows what he's doing. He showed Condola that he knew what he was doing. And at the end of the day, Condola wants Lawrence to be happy. What does Lawrence being happy look like?
Does Lawrence know what? Because see, I saw the episode. I got into some of the dialogue. I definitely saw the dialogue between Condola and Lawrence. Definitely saw the dialogue between Issa and her girls at the little sleepover. But does Lawrence know what he wants?
I don't know. I don't know that Lawrence knows what he wants, and I don't know that Issa knows what she wants.
They don't.
They both don't know what the hell they want, and it was evident in this last episode with the drunk night with your girlfriends.
I appreciated the nod to waiting to exhale. Did you catch it? Did you catch the nod? Did you catch the vibes?
I guess, girl. I didn't. Let's not get into my black card. Okay. I have seen Waiting to Exhale, however, in bits and pieces, because a bitch was at church doing church.
What you doing today?
Some other stuff that we need to do. But I've seen Waiting to Exhale in bits and pieces. I guess it's cute. They had their Waiting to Exhale moment, whatever. And I appreciate that because I had a friend, we used to have wine night every Fridays, and then that just kind of stopped because she got a man and she was like, fuck wine night. I don't want to do that every night. Whatever, okay? I need a wine night sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need to get your her wine. You need to get your girlfriends. Boy,
do you want to do? I just tried to invite you. Just for the record, I definitely just asked her what was she doing today, and she said she had other stuff to do.
Oh! I thought you was inviting me to watch the movie.
Because that's what's gonna happen at the wine night.
Okay, listen. No, I want to talk about these men. I want to reflect on my path and my past and my path and my growth. Like that's what I be needing.
You can do that. That's all. That all happens at a wine night, especially after watching Waiting to Exhale, because it puts you in the right space of mind to do that.
Exactly.
And the conversations and the topics and all those things are exhibited throughout this very beautifully written book that was expanded into. Anywho, back to Insecure. My bad.
Anyway, a lot of things is changing and moving around. Nathan finally told Issa that he loved her.
Oh, really? Didn't see that part.
Nathan told Issa that he loved her. They were really upset because Nathan don't have a bed frame and his stuff is sitting on milk crates. But let's keep in mind the cost of living in LA is higher than Giraffe. You know what? All right. Let's not forget.
And I tweeted a few episodes back that I was so sick and tired of Issa Rae making all her characters sleep in a full-size bed.
Well, that's probably part of the budget.
We can't get the nasty done the right way in a full-size bed.
Girl, they barely can get the nasty done in a right way because of the chemistry. Okay? It don't matter what kind of bed you in. Full size, king size, side of the bed, by the bed, in front of the bed, on the counter, in the living room. You should be able to get it in where you need to get it in at. Twin size bed. Let's not hate on the college bangs, okay? On twin size beds, because it was going down in the twin size beds for some of y'all in these dorm rooms. So let's not shade the bed. If you know what you're doing, you can get the job done wherever you at. Car, bathroom. The bed don't matter, Brittany. You can get it done wherever you need to get it done.
It just annoys me to watch very grown people at their big ages
in full-size beds
in a kitty bed, and I just be like,
I need to be. Let's not put my personal business on the
period. Moving back into the conversation.
Back into the conversation. Nathan told Issa that he loved her. Issa was like, well, I'm sorry for tripping. Mind you, this little game that they played, the hat game. It brings up old stuff. It brings up old stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while, for example, Molly is gushing over Torian. Oh my gosh, I kind of like him, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, she gets a phone call from Dro. What do Dro want, Molly? What does Dro want or need?
I gotta watch this episode.
Then they're like, we got to get ahead of it. Issa drunk ass calls Lawrence. Lawrence doesn't answer.
I think, now wait. The piece of advice was Make that call, but would you do the same thing if you were sober?
Yes, that's what it was.
Golden advice.
It is golden advice. It is golden advice. And that's definitely best friend advice, because your best friend knows that you gonna double back, you gonna circle back. Yes. They already know what you're gonna do before you do it. So that's why that advice was golden advice to me.
Yes.
That sounds like some advice Anisha would give me. Like, girl, if you wake up in the morning, you feel like doing it, then do it.
Same. Sounds like Adrian.
Heard. So that's basically it. Oh, when Lawrence called back in the morning, Issa didn't answer because she had literally just gotten off the phone with Nathan. So now this is confusing. It's like, are we gonna be left wondering what happens? End of show predictions. What's gonna happen in these next 3 episodes? Because there's only 3 episodes left, which lets you know that it's 3 weeks till Christmas. Hello, if your gift's still at the store like mine, do better. Now,
Amazon just dropped something off this morning too.
Hallelujah. Now, end of show predictions for Insecure. They change every week because it's like, damn, what's gonna happen?
What do you want to see happen? How do you want to see Issa?
I think Issa is gonna be left alone. She's either going to be left alone or she's going to be a bomb-ass stepmom. One of the two.
I'm still undecided on how I would like to see Issa end up. I want to see Lawrence really just be an amazing father. And I don't necessarily.
Well, if you want to see Lawrence be an amazing father, you have to watch last week's episode.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that beginning part of him. I think he did something specific.
He did the food, but let's circle back. Let's circle back real quick. I understand that he is the child's father, but I don't want him to force himself to be with Condola.
Yeah.
Somebody else could have put that bookshelf together. Condolences could have figured that shit out.
Yes. Now, I also would love to see them portray a healthy co-parenting relationship that doesn't have to be romantic or involve sex or any type of emotions like that.
I think that's what we're entering. I think that's what we're entering.
And you know what? That is my ultimate fantasy, to live a beautiful co-parenting life like that. That's just, 2 legit friends that's clowning their kids and getting the job done and blending their families, beautifully. I know that all those things take practice and time, and I wonder if a real, accurate maturation of a relationship, of a co-parenting relationship, can be expressed in 3 episodes to nicely wrap the series up.
3 episodes in 1 hour and 30 minutes, because
right
in 30 minutes.
Exactly. So I don't know if that's possible, but if this was living in an eternal, season, I would love for the creators and the writers of Insecure to take advantage of the opportunity to show that on television.
I don't know if all of our questions will be answered. I'm pretty sure Issa and Prentice are going to leave some sort of cliffhanger out there. I feel like we're gonna be pissed. We're gonna be pissed. Just prepare to be pissed.
We'll definitely get a 10 years later or 20 years later Snapchat reunion episode like they did with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Friends.
Yeah, they're gonna fast forward. I won't be surprised if they fast forward the next couple episodes in the end. Yeah. What happens, because Tiffany is moving to Denver, right?
That's right. I saw that. So I don't like how they softened up her role. It seems like they softened up and lessened her role in the season.
Because we said we wanted to see Kelly.
Yeah, that's true.
There's that. Anyway, that's the Insecure recap. And really, that's it. Did you have something for us today?
No, I just think that we're going to end the show there today. I'm very excited. We are 6 days out of Nightmare Before Christmas holiday soiree and live show, and we are so prepared and ready and excited to give y'all a good show, great time, vibes, food and drink, and it's going to be too cute. Okay, so get your ticket, get your fit, get it together, and
come to the plug on Saturday. Please have that on.
For sure.
Have it on. Because I'm going to have it on. Okay?
Period. Yes.
Well, we did a great job. We did a good job. Yeah, we did a good job. We did a good job. Yeah, we did a good job. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
That's right. That's right. Don't sleep.
Don't you ever sleep. It's Nightmare Radio.
We'll see you at the end of this week.
See ya.